Sure. So what is a fictional character that you relate most to? I'll put it in the chat box too.
Probably Hermione Granger from Harry Potter.
I'd say for me it'd probably be Katniss Everdeen, except for the whole okay with killing like some animals. Like the bobcat at the beginning, I'm sorry, had me like I would not kill a creature like that.
So my first instinct was Rapunzel, but I feel like that's dramatic. So I'm trying to think of another one because I definitely have never been locked in a whatever that thing is. So I'm trying to think of another one.
I was just thinking of books, so now that I think about it, I feel like I'm more like Scar. Sorry about my birds; they do not have a blanket on them right now. But I feel like I'm more like Scar, just very dramatic.
Skylar just got on where Skylar, we're talking about a fictional character you relate most to.
Yeah, I can't think of one either.
For me, Merida, because I have so many siblings and they just run into stuff.
I wish my Carter was on here and he could do his Merida impression because he says, I'll shoot from me own hand. And it's my favorite thing ever. Also his favorite.
Please say, it's just my bow, Mom, all the time. All the time.
It's like, I'll shoot for me own hand all the time. So, all right, who else? What characters do y'all relate to? Chloe, Claire, what you got? Evie, who do you relate to? Or Bella and Abby? Anybody else want to share theirs? Y'all got nothing. Evie says she has no idea. Bella and Abby, same two. There are too many that relate to you. We've got all kinds. All right, we can go ahead and get started. I am still, hopefully Miss Melanie's gonna hop on here in a second. But I'm gonna talk about some events we have coming up, if y'all are okay with that plan. Okay, so apologies for the Remind app and the random texting. I have an intern who scheduled all of those for me, and definitely think he got a little confused about when our meetings are. So I'm gonna go back through and make sure that they are all right, but apologies for randomness. So we don't have a meeting on Saturday. We just have a meeting right now. So if you got that one, don't be like, what are we doing on Saturday? But we do have some things coming up that I wanted to talk a little bit about. So I started making us kind of a calendar, and I wanted to ask y'all the best way to share that with you. Like I have a Google Doc that I could just share with you if that's helpful, if y'all will look at that. And I want you to be able to kind of just, you know, if you have ideas for these events or whatever, just kind of type them in there. Will y'all, does that sound okay? Do y'all do okay with Google Docs? Okay, I'm gonna just do that.
Yeah, Google Docs sounds okay with us.
Awesome. Y'all know I kind of love Google Docs, so there's that. All right, so I'm gonna throw this calendar in the chat, and again, y'all can tap on it, work on it, whatever. Okay. So the first thing we have kind of coming up is March 13th is, and I know that's like this Saturday, so clearly we can't have some big like extravaganza for this, but I wanted to ask y'all about it anyway. March 13th is Tennessee's Day of Hope. And so last year on the Day of Hope, we did a big in-person event at the library, and we had different people share their stories and just talk about like their struggles with mental health or whatever it may be, addiction or whatever they'd struggled with. So I thought about doing something like that again this year, but I also know that like it's been a really hard year, right? Like everybody's kind of struggled. And so when thinking about a Day of Hope, I wanted to ask you all if you had ideas for that, like if there are things that you think we could do. Maybe it's like a display somewhere, or maybe it's a flyer we make, or maybe like, I don't know what it is, but just, I don't know, what ideas do you all have for doing a Day of Hope celebration of some sort? Could be virtual, could be a flyer, could be anything.
Maybe we could have someone talk about like the effects COVID has had on their families.
Yep, I love that. Any other ideas for that one? Okay. Well, let's keep moving on to the next event I wanted to talk about, which is Earth Day. So we talked about this a little bit last time, and Kenna, this is going to be Kenna's baby. So Kenna wants to do a book club, an Earth Day book club. I have these treasures that arrived So this is the book that everybody's going to read. What do you need? What do you need, Kenna? Or what do you want to share kind of what you're thinking or how we can help with that?
Really just people to participate. I know that we're obviously doing the book club, and that's something people don't have time to sit down and read a book a lot of the times. But we're also doing some cleanups and plant a tree things. And so if we decide to make like little goodie bags to drop off to people, packing those we'll need help with. So it's really helpers for stuff like that, or people to just participate.
Awesome. So we talked about creating a goodie bag, putting the book and a tree in it, right? Okay. And then we can give those out if you want to at one of the Wednesday things at the library. Maybe if we want to do it like a drive-through thing. And then I'll work on, do you want to work on scheduling a cleanup or do you want me to?
You can do that.
Okay. I think like, if you want to pick a day or whatever, I can share it with the Keep Carter County Beautiful people and just say we're going to meet at the office or meet at wherever and do it. If that works.
Sure.
Okay. So pick a day. Okay. All right. And then we talked a little bit last time about field day, so we'll keep kind of working on that one. I did want to share an update about the Harry Potter thing we talked about last time. So if you weren't here last time, we decided to do an event for Harry Potter's birthday. So basically people will come to the Covered Bridge Park. It's going to be on July 30th. So it's the day before his birthday, but it's the only day we get the Covered Bridge. So party weekend, we're going to call birthday party weekend. So July 30th, people will come to Covered Bridge Park. They'll get a broom and a goodie bag, and they will get to go all through downtown Elizabethton and find the Horcruxes to put in their bag. And then when they return to Covered Bridge Park with their bag, I don't know, something magical will happen, maybe to be determined what will happen. We could give them something, or I don't know, we'll just, whatever. Coffee Company has offered to do butterbeer, so that's kind of fun. Pretty excited about that. And Kelly Kitchens at Parks and Rec has offered to do like a Harry Potter costume contest. So people can all dress up, and I want us all just to dress up like Dementors and just like creep around the park, but whatever. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. So we'll have that on July 30th, and then we'll show a movie. It's probably going to be not Harry Potter movie. It's going to be, it's the movie before the Harry Potter movies.
Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yes, it's
Or
probably
Fantastic Beasts.
Fantastic Beasts. One of those. I think it's going to be one of those. So we'll have to do our movie marathon another day. Harry Potter movies, for some reason, are on a freeze for public showing from July through Christmas, through like the end of the year. So Kelly can't get a license to show it, which I think is weird, but whatever. So Fantastic Beasts will be our.
I wonder, because they just showed them like about 2 months ago. So I wonder if there's like a time period.
It could be. She said, the out of release report shows Harry Potter is not available to be shown 7/1/2021 through 12/31/2021. This is from our licensing company, but the restriction is across the board for anyone playing movies. What can we do? So I was like, let's look up Fantastic Beasts or whatever it's called and see if we can show that. So anyway, I still think it'll be super fun. And then we can have our giant movie viewing thing later. So if you have ideas for that, be thinking about it. And if there are things we need or ideas you have, let me know. And then we can also, we talked about last time, tying our field day into that, and having like different houses or having something at field day too. So I think that will be super fun. We'll keep kind of working on those things.
Who all can come to this? Is it just for like sad people or?
Everybody. It'll be community wide. So whoever wants to come. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me see if this, yeah, Em, go.
I think I sent it to you, but I really love the idea of trying to play Quidditch. There is an IRL like Quidditch that we could do, maybe like at the end of field day or something. I think that would just be fun.
I love that idea.
If we did or I'm also thinking maybe we could do riddles for the Horcruxes for the older groups. So maybe we'd have like 2 groups, one for the little kids who they just, run there, whereas the older kids would get riddles or something to try to find the Horcruxes.
Love that.
And then we could hand them out. And if you really want to dress as Dementors, maybe we could have something that would identify us. I don't know, like maybe just a huge sticker on our back or something, so that they're not going up to random people like, "Are you, are you part of the event?"
I love that.
Should we get full-blown Death Eater masks?
Yep. I'm a fan of all of that. Sorry, I ordered my kids Kona Ice because it's Kona Ice delivery in Elizabethton Day, and they were like in my driveway. So Cart, go get the slushies in a minute. They thought they were in our driveway, but they weren't really in our driveway. So
Okay.
noted. Okay, so we'll be kind of working on those things. Emma has been working on the GSA support group thing. If that's something you're interested in, get with Em. I know Kenna, she wants you guys to do a Harry Potter something for the first meeting. So if y'all get together and talk about that. And then I'm gonna try to call Melanie again because I don't know where she is. She's supposed to be teaching us about YouTube today, but I'll call her again. There's also like a couple things like mental health month in my. Hey friend, it's Jillian. What you do? Okay. It's okay. I'll we'll just reschedule it for another day. So, all right. It's okay. You're good. Okay, I'll talk to you later. It's okay. All right, bye. So Melanie did not have us on her calendar, so we're gonna have to reschedule that whole presentation, but that is okay. Okay, so a couple other things. May is Mental Health Month. If y'all would want to do anything for that. Any thoughts on that?
I actually kind of have an idea for a presentation. I don't know if I could do something like that, maybe. Okay.
Yep, we could do something like that. Any other thoughts on that?
Did you say for mental health advocacy? Okay. What about like making signs like you guys used to do and putting them on like high suicide spots or places like that? You know, you guys worked on.
I love that idea. Where are some places you think it would be good to have? So we could either do signage or we have like these little cards that like people could pick up and take with them that have like the suicide prevention hotline on them. So what are some places you all think would be good for us to have those?
Probably like the rough neighborhoods.
Okay.
Like I live in a neighborhood in Johnson City that's pretty rough. There's people doing drugs and like homeless people wandering around drunk and stuff.
Okay.
And so we could put it somewhere like that.
Okay. Where else?
Covered bridges or high bridge spots.
Yep.
What if we also had stickers though? So like we have the signs, but we'd also have stickers that we could put up in bathrooms or in just spots of the library. We may have to ask people before we put stickers everywhere, but I think that would be kind of a good idea.
So I saw this idea. You just reminded me of something. I saw this idea the other day, or I heard this idea on a call I was on. And because everybody's like, well, I guess not as much anymore, but everybody was like doing curbside pickup and like not going in restaurants and stuff. They made like a sticker with a QR code on it. And they were asking restaurants to stick it on their to-go boxes. And so that way, when the person picked it up, they could do that QR code and it was like mental health support or recovery resources or whatever. I thought that was so cool. Do you like that idea?
We should go ahead and put those on our trees.
Yes, we should. Do y'all like that idea? Any other feedback on that idea?
I like it. I think it's a good idea.
Okay. All right, we can do something like that. Okay. All right, so that kind of keeps us busy for the next little bit. So working on our Earth Day thing on Chloe and Claire missed last week when we talked about our egg hunt. So we definitely want Clark girls in on our egg hunt shenanigans. So we're doing a little fundraiser and going to people's yards and putting Easter eggs in them for their kids to wake up on Easter weekend and have an egg hunt.
Love that idea.
So I'm pretty
We saw your text that you sent out.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
I honestly think so right now we have almost 40 houses. So
Okay.
we are going to be busy little egg hiders, I feel like. So if y'all want to help, if you'll let me know, so we can kind of start making a plan. My plan is kind of like recruit some grown-ups and y'all can be in the cars and we'll just like drive up and y'all jump out and yeah, Kenna gets this, like just throw them out there and it'll be awesome. But I want to look and see how many, or I don't know how long it's going to take us or how much we're going to have to drive and all that stuff. So I'm going to work on us a map. So it'll be Friday night, April 2nd, I think. Is that what it is? Let's see. Make sure I tell you all right. April 2nd and 3rd, Friday night and Saturday night. Friday night will be Johnson City. Saturday night will be Elizabethton. So prepare yourselves for lots of fun egging houses. I think it'll be really fun though. So, and we've also got lots and lots of eggs to put stuff in. So if y'all want to help stuffing the eggs, I can bring them to your house even and let you all sit there and put stuff in eggs because we're at about 4,000 eggs right now that we need for those 40 houses. So that's going to be fun. I ordered some that are already pre-stuffed. And then there's going to be some that we're going to have to stuff. So we can also do like an egg stuffing party if y'all want to do that. We can, most of the stuff's at the library, so we can also always go over there and just sit and fill eggs with stuff. So I don't even know. We might have lost our minds just a little bit, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good times. So good times. What else? I was trying to think what we talked about last week. Chloe and Claire, are y'all into Harry Potter? Do you love Harry Potter? Bella and Abby, do you love Harry Potter? Basically, Harry Potter was the theme of our call last week. But we talked about doing our summer retreat as like a Harry Potter themed weekend and watching all the movies and doing our planning and stuff for the year. So y'all have to let me know how you feel about that too. I think all of y'all are my teach people. While I have just you all, I wanted to ask about the fall. So if y'all can kind of let me know what you're thinking co-op wise. If the majority of us are going to be in person at one of the co-ops, we could do an in-person SAD club. And also a Zoom option or whatever. So just be thinking about that and kind of let me know what your families are thinking about co-op in the fall I know like it seems like a really long time away, so no pressure, but just while I only have teach people, I'm going to talk about it. So. All right. Any updates, Em from SAD or Kenna from Teen Strong?
Yes, I actually do have an update from Gavin. Since Grace is not here, I'll go ahead and say it. So this is seatbelt selfie week. During this week, we will be posting partners, law enforcement, and hopefully students from our chapters promoting seatbelt safety. And the way that he said I could be involved is have your students take selfies wearing their seatbelts. And I have to get them sent to him by March 17th. So if you guys wouldn't mind to go ahead and just like take a quick selfie in a car, maybe send it to me or Jillian, that would be great.
I love that. I'm glad you said that because you actually made me remember that I had a SAD thing too. So 2 things. Tonight at 7, there is a webinar about doing something for Takedown Tobacco week or day or something. I don't know. So if y'all are interested in that training, it's tonight. Put all this in the chat. Maybe. And then, so y'all can look at this and see if it's something you're interested in. They're usually pretty fun. There's that one. Then on April 1st, they are doing a roast of Big Tobacco. So has anybody watched a roast or know what a roast is? They're mostly like, I've only seen them on like Comedy Central or like places like that. And they basically like roast somebody. So they'll like tell jokes about them or talk about, I don't know, whatever. So they're going to roast Big Tobacco. And so that's just a fun event. Like it sounds, I don't know, I kind of want to go to it and just listen. So they're going to do a roast of Big Tobacco on April 1st. So I just put the link for that one in the chat. You just have to sign up for it. And then what made me remember all of this is that SAD is doing a sock hop, a virtual sock hop. So here's another event that y'all can go to if you want to. It's March 12th. They are doing a retro outfit contest. They have prizes. So what I'll say about the prizes, the last time they did something like this, Aiden Carpenter won AirPods. Is that what they're called? So like good prizes. So hop on there if y'all want to. You just have to register for it. So notice that it is 8 p.m. our time. It's 5 p.m. Pacific time. So it's 8 p.m. our time. You just have to register for it. So there's that. And then the last thing I have, I'm just going to put this in the chat too. So some of you guys know Nash Acuna from Co-op. She's like the art teacher lady. She's super awesome. She sent me this message, and they want to do a teen art hub downtown for First Fridays. And so it's going to be like, there's this breezeway at Sweetsy Treats. And so she's going to just have sidewalk chalk and stuff out there, and she wants some teenagers just to come hang out. And so I know it says noon to 8. You do not have to be there for 8 hours. So you can tell me I want to be there for 2 hours, or I want to be there for whatever. Like Cart got his Kona ice. I'm so jealous right now.
Did Grammy get one?
He did. Everyone.
Okay.
So if you guys want to help with that, you can. It should be pretty fun. And they're going to do this every first Friday throughout the summer. So it should be something. And if you guys have ideas for that, like if you want to do the sidewalk chalk this time, and then we could do a different art project next time or whatever, we can do something with that. Or even like theater or dance or something fun. It'll just be a little teen spot for teenagers to hang out during that first Friday event. So that's all my million things. I'm going to put all of these on that calendar that I shared with you. And then I'm also going to put that calendar in the Facebook group. So I know not all of y'all are on Facebook, but most of your mamas are. So they can kind of see it too and help you remember what to do and all of that. So sorry that Melanie forgot us today. She was taking our kiddo to the dentist. But I'm glad I got to hang out with you. It's kind of fun. Just no real work, just hanging out today. So kind of fun anyway. All right. Anything else y'all got to share or want to update on? Okay. Well, we will not have a meeting next week. We were going to do Kick Butts Day, and now we are not. So our next meeting will be, I'll tell you, we'll probably get 42 accidental text messages between now and then, but whatever. Just kidding. I'm going to go make sure that you don't continue to get accidental text messages. Let's see here. So our next meeting will be March 23rd at 12. And Dolly's going to talk about nonprofits and their role in government and policy and community change and all of those things. So should be pretty fun. And a good way to kind of think about advocacy and those kinds of things. So sound like a plan? All right. I will see y'all in a couple weeks then. Bye.
Bye, Mom.
Hi, babes. Hey, I'm coming to get you. Right now.
When?
Right now. I'm gonna leave the office right now.
Okay.
Okay. All right, love you.
Love you.
You too.
Bye.